Legendary singer Rihanna has defied the odds, currently ranking the 7th most listened-to artist globally behind Taylor Swift, with 87 million monthly listeners on Spotify, despite not releasing an album in nearly 9 years. She is a massive anomaly to whom most rules of the world seem to just not apply to her at all.
I'm true to my music, and I just want people to realize that and appreciate me for that.
Born Robin Rihanna Fenty on February 20th, 1988, and growing up in St. Michael, Barbados, a small island in the Caribbean with less people in her whole country than the city of Miami, she has become one of the biggest modern icons in both music and business.
There's so many teenage girls who would love to be in my shoes, and I've dreamed of this for so long, I'm not looking back.
Over the years, Rihanna released 8 studio albums, all showcasing her ability to blend genres such as pop, R&B, reggae, and hip-hop, with her 8th album, Anti, which released in 2016, marking a turning point in her career. In November 2024, Anti has made headlines again for its unprecedented 8.6 years on the Billboard 200 charts, a feat that underscores the album's lasting impact and its resonance with fans worldwide, making it one of the longest charting albums by a female artist in history. She's got 9 Grammy Awards, over 60 million albums sold, and she built a commercial empire with groundbreaking moves in fashion and beauty. On top of it all, she's worth over $1 billion, making her the first female musician billionaire and one of the richest women in the world. Staying relevant for that many years without even making music at all isn't just unusual, and it makes no sense taking it back to her roots in Barbados, a country known for beautiful beaches and vibrant culture, but still struggling with issues like addiction and violence. She grew up in a humble home surrounded by the challenges of her parents' addiction and fighting, and it would have been easy for Rihanna to follow a completely different path, but took the ultimate risk that most people wouldn't dare take when they're 15. She went to a different country to pursue music when she was still in high school.
Barbados, I was living a very normal, simple life. I moved to New York to pursue a career and to live the dream.
This begs the question, why is Rihanna so different from all the other pop stars before her, and what sets her apart as a uniquely influential, long-lasting figure? Born as the middle child of 6, with 2 younger biological brothers and 3 older half-siblings, a brother and 2 sisters from her father's previous relationships, Rihanna's childhood was marked by turmoil as she was forced to navigate her parents' deeply unstable marriage. Her father struggled with addictions to alcohol and cocaine, which profoundly strained his relationship with her mother, often turning violent with her father physically abusing her mother. She suffered from chronic headaches, which even warranted her to have a CT scan for a possible tumor, only to find out it was all coming from the stress of her parents' conflict. To escape the chaos at home, Rihanna found peace in music, falling in love with some of the biggest icons of the time, such as Mariah Carey, and sparking a deep desire to pursue music for herself. In fact, Rihanna has long spoken about her admiration for Mariah.
How old were you when you started singing? Do you remember?
Well, I always used to sing, but when I really realized I wanted to do this, I had to be around 8 years old, and I was really in love with Mariah Carey.
Oh, yeah.
A connection that began when she performed Mariah's song Hero at a school talent show, a simple performance that foreshadowed her own legendary career and journey in the process.
And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast the fears aside.
Madonna was another major influence on Rihanna during this formative period, dominating the music scene in the late 90s and early 2000s. Rihanna has often expressed her desire to be the Black Madonna, citing Madonna's ability to reinvent herself with each project as something she admired and eventually would do in her own career. Another key early influence for Rihanna was Bob Marley, a fellow Caribbean artist who achieved global success with music that stayed true to his Jamaican roots. Bob Marley's ability to dominate the world charts without losing his own identity resonated deeply with Rihanna, and throughout her career, she followed a similar path, blending the rhythms of her Caribbean heritage with various different genres to create a sound that was uniquely her own, and one that propelled her to immense success. By 2003, at age 14, Rihanna's parents divorced, finally bringing some peace to her life at home, with alleged reports that the headaches she had suffered from as a child stopped, and she began to focus even more on music, starting a girl group with 2 of her classmates. However, sure enough, people don't even know who those other 2 girls were, apart from Rihanna, who went on to become a legend, although the group didn't have original material, being a couple of kids. And it just so happened that her big break came not long after when she caught the attention of a U.S. music producer vacationing in Barbados. The man named Evan Rogers was one half of a powerhouse production duo alongside another producer, Carl Sturken, a pair that had an impressive track record, having written and produced for some of the biggest names in the entire music industry, including NSYNC Shakira and Christina Aguilera. Rihanna performed a cover of Destiny Child's Emotion, and Evan Rogers could immediately sense her potential later, saying she was a little rough around the edges, but she had an X factor to her voice. At this exact moment, Rihanna's future was written. She always knew she had talent, but now she was able to take the risk of going to a new country to turn her talent into a career that would change her life forever. She then went to Stamford, Connecticut, a small city near New York City known for corporate offices and suburban neighborhoods, to live with Evan Rogers and his wife, where she began the long and demanding process of artistic development. From the official SRP Music Group website in 2004, Evan Rogers and Carl Sturken of SRP Music Group discovered and signed Rihanna at the age of 15. They spent a year developing her, bringing her back and forth from Barbados to their studio in Bronxville, New York, during which Rihanna would reside at Rogers' home in Stamford, Connecticut, with his wife, who is also from Barbados. She frequently traveled back and forth between Barbados and the United States, balancing her high school education with recording sessions during holidays and breaks, and ably recorded countless demos, all aiming to secure a record deal, which saw her sign with SRP Music Group Production Company. While that marked a significant step, her rise to stardom still faced initial skepticism from big music labels like Def Jam with Jay-Z, who hesitated to sign her at 16, worrying she might be a one-hit wonder. Despite this, her undeniable star power and raw talent convinced him to take a chance.
She's young, you know what I'm saying? So the integrity and the truth in what she's saying, you know what I'm saying, mixed with how, you know, she's really a sweet, innocent girl if you speak to her, you know what I'm saying? But she's seen a lot, so her twist on it and her take on it is unique. And immediately when she came into the studio, like, you know, just her energy, I was like, she's a star.
Her debut single, Pon de Replay, became a massive hit, marking the beginning of her iconic career. Over time, Rihanna's unique fusion of Caribbean-inspired sounds and pop evolved into a versatile musical portfolio, cementing her place in the industry with hits like Umbrella, Diamonds, and Work. She also mastered reinvention, drawing comparisons to her idol Madonna. Aside from her career is Rihanna's romantic life, often intersected with public scrutiny. Her tumultuous relationship with Chris Brown included a widely publicized assault incident that reshaped her personal narrative and inspired deeper emotional tones in her music, particularly on her album Rated R. Later, she was linked to on and off dating with Drake before eventually finding stability with rapper A$AP Rocky, with whom she has 2 sons, Athelston Mayers and Riot Rose Mayers. From her decisions at 15 years old, Rihanna has grown to be a world icon not only in the music industry, but has expanded her influence into the world of fashion and beauty, becoming a billionaire entrepreneur along the way. Her Fenty brands completely revolutionizing the beauty industry, which alongside her partnership with luxury brand LVMH, made her the wealthiest female musician in the world, with a net worth surpassing $1.4 billion as at 2024. Rihanna's journey showcases resilience, innovation, and the ability to navigate personal and professional challenges while redefining global pop culture. Her evolution from a teen singer from Barbados to an entrepreneurial mogul and cultural icon highlights a profound impact that transcends music, leaving a legacy celebrated worldwide.